So sort of relevant. I was on, I can't remember, our indie gaming or our game dev or something. So our base building game. So it's a sub about base building games. So a new game in early access called Astroneer just came out, and the guy posted it. He posted the Steam link, this Reddit user, and he asked, Astroneer just came out. I would like to get your feedback.
That was on my wish list for a while.
So apparently it has like very positive reviews and stuff.
Cool.
And I was like, oh, a new base building game. That's cool. Maybe I would like to interview this indie dev like I always do.
Sure.
So I was like, I just posted on the on the comment thread. Would you be up to getting interviewed, having a talk about your game? And then he said, I'm not the dev. I'm like, you titled you said you wanted feedback.
Yeah.
And then I was reading his other comments. He said he's not asking for feedback because he's the dev. He's asking for feedback because he wants to buy it. You realize you're fucking confusing, right? And he downvoted my question.
That's super dumb.
I'm like, what? How is it my fault?
Wait, and downvoting your question? Like, so now it's even...
Yeah, he
like,
downvoted me that asking...
anything that enhances clarity.
He downvoted my question asking for an interview.
Wow. Okay.
I'm like,
hilarious.
how is it my fault? You asked for
I see what you
feedback,
mean.
right? What the fuck?
Apparently not that kind of feedback. Gosh.
Exactly. Just like,
Wow.
what you guys think? Can't you ask that? Feedback?
Also, he downvoted it. That's like he got like offended. Why would he be offended about that?
This is not like my first time. I don't ask for free keys when I do interviews. Shit. There was one
I think
time
he was
I
probably
asked.
just lying. He didn't want to say no, so he just lied. It's like, I'm not the dev. Dang it, stupid lie. Why did I say that? Oh well.
There was like one time on this Facebook group, one of those like indie game Facebook group where they promote their indie games. There was like one time I asked, do you mind sending out keys for this?
Yeah.
And a German guy, I don't know why I have to say his nationality, maybe because I'm just an asshole. A German guy
Right. Just racist.
was saying, yeah, fuck them. Hit them. A German guy said, why am I begging for keys? It's like, what?
Begging and asking are two very different things.
Very different
Exactly.
question.
I'm not like standing outside the dev's house in rags.
Please, give me a key. Give me a key. Please.
And
this is a
I
digital
wanted
key
to interview the dev as well.
Yeah.
And then just after that, I was like, fuck this shit.
No, man. Right? Jeez.
It's not worth it.
Ugh.
Talking about Germans.
I mean, devs are people too, so there's nice ones, and then there's awful ones.
Yes.
Talking about Germans, you guys know Dylan Moran? Dylan Moran
Is Irish.
Irish comedian.
Okay, yeah, he's awesome. I love him.
I love him. So there was
He
one
was
skit.
here in San Francisco this year. I didn't get to see him though.
Oh, that's really
fuck.
cool.
I know, I was bummed.
So there was one skit that he said he's talking about like European countries and stuff, and he was talking specifically about Germany, and he was like, when he talks to a German person, the German person will be like, saying like their culture, their arts, and he said all that he can think of when talking to a German person is Hitler.
Aww.
It's really fucking funny.
Aww.
Seriously.
So sad.
I work with some nice, okay German people.
And this is episode 79 of the playonultra podcast.
Woo! Yeah,
Where we
got to a good
talk
start.
shit about Germans, I guess.
Apparently, that's a thing now.
No, this episode, you guys both saw Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
This
Am I
is the
the only one?
spoiler-free Star Wars cast.
Yeah. So I guess let's talk about that first because everybody watched
Okay.
it. I'm going to guess Sarah liked it, Fo did not.
Yeah, I did.
I actually
did
liked
you-
it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I did a good job of keeping my expectations low because it surpassed
Right.
them. It's not a great movie ever, but it's definitely better than 7.
I like
Okay.
both of the movies.
My feedback is
I don't hate
I
7,
know.
but I like this. I don't like it that much either.
my feedback is I hate women, so I hate this movie.
Oh, okay.
I mean, people
Wait, you don't like Jin in the hologram?
people are gonna people.
Yeah.
I like it's a good joke. It's a good joke.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. That's it's very fair.
People are gonna call me sexist, so might as well, right?
No, I liked her. I liked her.
But like, did you not like the actress or whatever? Is that?
Yeah,
I
what
hated
about
all
her
the
didn't you
characters.
Oh, okay.
Really? I had the
That's too
opposite
bad.
thing. So I
I
didn't
liked
care.
all the characters, but
Jin and her love interest, whatever, they were fine. But
Yeah.
everything else, every other character, I wanted to know more about.
same here. That's
Exactly.
how I felt too.
I wanted to know more about, and I did not get that. That was my
That's true.
problem with it.
But that's
Yeah.
that's a good and a bad thing. Unlike
Yeah, sure.
episode 7, where it's like I don't care about any of these people.
Okay, I understand.
Like I love
actually,
everything apparently.
I actually enjoyed 7 more than this.
Interesting. Okay.
Because apart from I think the characters were more interesting. There's also like the relationship dynamic and stuff. And in this one, everything just feels rushed and forced in. Like the robot guy, he's obviously
This
the
one is
the
way
Joker.
more rushed.
Yeah,
Like the first 5 minutes, you visit like 5 different planets.
exactly.
Yes, yeah. The first,
Exactly.
I felt the first part was a lot weaker than people are giving it credit for. Like, I really liked this movie, don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of people were saying it's, like, super amazing. I will say, the first half of it, it was okay. I was okay with it, but it wasn't, like, fantastic. For me, it was just the final part. I was, like, edge of my seat the whole time. So,
See,
that's kind of...
so what I said last week, or 2 weeks ago, on this podcast anyway, I said what I wanted was Saving Private Ryan Star Wars. I was never going to get that. What we just got was Vietnam Star Wars, which
Yes!
is as close as you can freaking get, and it was
Yes,
amazing.
we did. We did.
I do
We very
like
much
the
did.
gritty, rustic feel. That
Yeah, it was super
Yes.
gritty.
Yeah,
I
it was
really-
very
I like
dark.
very
Gritty
war.
as I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very dark.
good.
Yeah. As far as like a dark Star Wars movie, I think for me what was so weak, okay, because like I really liked Episode 7, but kind of because it was like an excitement kind of thing, like fun, very fun, and they couldn't really do that for this Star Wars, and so in some cases that was really good because they make it gritty, but I think that's kind of why the characters kind of fell a little bit flat at times.
I'm worried
was
about
because
one thing. Is it gonna be an annual thing now? Star Wars used to be like a 5-year
Yeah,
once kind
it
of
could
like
be.
event shit.
Yeah.
And we are always like, oh fuck! It's like if it's every year now, I'm kind of worried about the quality.
I
I
can
need to
tell
write
you,
down
I mean,
what I want to talk about. Just too many different things.
the schedule. I know next year it's Episode 8 for sure. The year after that, it's either a Han Solo
Wait,
movie or
next
a
year
Boba
is
Fett
Episode
movie.
8.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
I think that's right.
Yep.
And then it's a Han Solo thing. You're right.
it's a
with,
Han Solo after
Lando.
that. Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Lando is being played by
Um,
that community guy.
How did you guys feel about Grand Moff Tarkin?
Say again.
Grand
Grand
Moff
Moff
Tarkin.
Tarkin had a completely
Oh.
CGI'd face.
Okay,
Oh, I know that was
I-
really that was kind
that
of
was
strange,
really uncanny valley weird.
It was super on the knife edge. Like it was
right at
the
the
best we've seen so
Exactly.
far.
Yes.
Very,
In any
very
case.
good.
But it still wasn't
But-
all the way there.
Oh man, it was like
And
you
you know
guys are
the,
so close.
And you know the other CG character, which we're not gonna spoil.
Yes, we were
Yeah,
not going
Richard-
to name.
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I mean it's
Yeah. Hers was. I mean, theirs was worse,
yeah. I mean it was
but it was briefer.
it was very
It's
good,
briefer, so I
but
didn't notice
you
it first.
you knew it was CG straight away. I think, but the thing is, I think
Yeah.
a lot of other people in the cinema did not realize it was CG, or
It's
didn't.
pretty
Oh,
convincing.
the person next to me didn't. They were too distracted because I mean, the real life actor has super like sticky outy cheekbones, and so he was too distracted by that guy's cheekbones, so he didn't
And,
notice the CGI.
Peter Cushing, which passed away.
Thank you, Peter Cushing. Yes, not too long ago.
22 years ago, 1994.
Okay, maybe longer than I thought.
Because he was in
That's-
episode 4 and 5, I believe. So he passed away like 22
I don't
years
know
ago,
if
and
he
they
was
did
in
a CG
5.
character.
I think he died on the first Death Star.
Oh yeah. He died on the first Death Star. Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, okay. When
So,
did the first Star Wars movie come
So
out?
he died 22 years
Yeah.
ago, and they did a CG. It's not a spoiler thing because he's.
He
I
comes
I,
in like the first scene.
I
Yeah,
thought he
you
was
know he's
gonna
in
be like a like a cool reference thing, but he was in it for quite a bit.
He was
pretty
in it
important.
more than Vader.
Yes, that's true.
Okay,
Which I didn't
Which
really
is fine.
mind too much. I didn't really.
let
mind
me
too
ask you
much.
guys: did you feel that this movie kind of leaned too heavily onto references and nostalgia with Vader?
Okay, so
and
compared to
Arkin?
7, absolutely not.
I didn't.
Okay,
There
compared
were
to 7, yeah.
definitely- there were definitely a bunch of times where they were just literally quoting the movie, like kind of out of context. Like, I got a bad feeling about this. Or there's like 4 like just direct quotes. I'm just like, what are they doing? This is weird.
I didn't mind it so much. I thought Vader made sense though to appear.
I think it was fine. His second scene is one of the best lightsaber scenes I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, I love that scene. I know. I really liked Vader's scenes. I really,
the last
really did.
10 minutes was really good.
My gosh.
The last 1/3 of the movie, because of the action scenes were really good, and the ending and Darth Vader's appearance, those were really good. But I just feel that I wanted this movie to be about the crew.
Yeah.
And I didn't want it to be about, Vader.
Like, this would have been a fantastic miniseries. Like,
exactly.
Like one
HBO,
of those,
Netflix thing.
like Brothers in Arms or whatever type
Brothers
things.
in Arms, Firefly kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted it to be
It's
a
like 6
ragtag
episodes.
bunch.
I want like 6 hours. I want to triple the length.
I think they should have done a Netflix or
Actually,
HBO series.
this movie is
fucking
one of the
awesome.
worst Star Wars movies for... Because Star Wars always has this problem, but this is one of the worst movies for its sense of space. Like, there's a very... It's so hard to tell how far apart things are. Every time it's like, oh no, something went wrong. We'll fly to help. We're here. Oh no, we're in trouble. Oh, it's like, are you like all adjacent to each other? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand.
It is
You should be hours apart. You're in different solar systems.
Hyperspeed. I actually don't know anything about how hyperspeed works in Star Wars. Shoot me, but that's okay.
I mean, they don't really explain it super well.
What are parsecs?
I do know you shouldn't be able to do it on the surface of a planet, though, like they kind of did.
I know, but I feel like they've done that before. Like, this is not the first time they've, like, broken that rule.
Probably.
So, I'm pretty sure that even in the old movies,
this movie did a great job of mixing old and new tech. Because, like,
yes. I did like
when
that.
you see, one of the earlier scenes, when you see Jin, like, in that prison vehicle, that's like a juggernaut, which we saw, like, from the original 3. But then you have, like, the new, like, spaceships, like, they're the step up from the X-Wings or whatever. Like, so it's kind of cool.
I thought that was cool, yeah.
Yeah. But then they do cross on a little bit. Like, there's those, EMP, the ion torpedoes. Those things are OP. Like, either get more of those, or, like, don't use... They were so strong. Like, they were broken. It was dumb. But it did make that hammerhead ship scene, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that scene.
I don't know. I just feel that it could have been way better if they just went away from the Vader stuff. And the reason why Vader was good in it is because he outshined everyone because he's Darth Vader.
He had a joke.
He did have a joke. I thought that was so funny.
That was very weird. It was funny, but weird.
It was really weird. See, I kind of disagree on that because I thought Vader was where he needed to be. He came twice. He was kind of a boogeyman, scary character.
I didn't want more of him.
No, I thought he appeared as much as he needed to be, and he was as terrifying as he needed to be, and that was it. I didn't really. I never felt the story was about him. I guess is the difference. I never.
And it shouldn't have been. Which is
the thing is, the story was not about anything. I felt
the story was very like their goal at any one moment was different. Like every like half hour, their goal
there was
changes.
No clear motivation. Almost, it's like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just felt rushed. It just felt all over the place. The pacing and shit it felt very weird.
The technology at the end was super Galaxy Questy. It's like, who designed this system? Like, they have to mechanically like grab this thing with some arms. Like, they restore it on like a space floppy disk. And what's that portal like? Like, what is that? Who built that? Like, this is insane. This is like a parody of Star Wars. This is literally like a parody of Star Wars. It's pretty silly.
They have potential, I felt.
Biggest complaint, 0 Bothans. No Bothans the entire movie.
What is with you and Bothans?
So, this movie is based off of a paragraph from the opening scroll of episode 4, and it's referenced in a couple sentences in episode 4. One of those sentences, like 25% of the information we have about this movie from the canon is... Many Bothans died to get these plans. I didn't see a single Bothan.
That is true. That is really weird that they don't even reference one. I forgot about that. It is weird.
It's not like from the expanded universe. This is like a thing from canon. I don't get it.
I'm sorry about your Bothans.
So disappointing.
I know one
thing.
Need
more aliens.
YouTube channels that are reviewing this and not giving it a glowing, perfect 10 out of 10 review are getting a bunch of dislikes.
That's too bad.
It's like
because they're reading
not-
fan lunatics.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, if you're a fan, shouldn't I don't know.
It's because they're children. Like, I mean, most of the Star Wars fan base is children. I think.
I mean, you're right. I mean,
I
No
guess.
Man's Sky. What happened with No Man's Sky? We thought that was
Same people,
ridiculous.
huh?
Exactly.
I think it's getting not super great reviews though, in terms of like professional actual reviews. I don't think they're terribly positive. I think they're very
Really?
middle.
I thought they.
Yeah,
were
I think the
surprises
New
me,
York-
because I think this is
I thought they were more
again. I think this is better than 7.
That's weird. I thought there were a lot of positive ones. Maybe the only
Okay.
ones I saw, but I don't
I
know.
haven't read them. Someone was just talking to me about it. That's what.
Oh, okay. The ones
Anecdote.
that I didn't like read them, but like the names, that popped up, I was like, oh, okay. But heck, if I didn't do research on it, so.
I just feel some fans are happy because Vader was in it, and it's always cool to see Vader on the big screen again.
Sure.
But it's just like I really wanted to know more about the crew. I just wanted to know more about
exactly.
them.
I want
to see
Rogue One.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
No,
not
no, I
Darth
get that.
Vader featuring Rogue One.
Well, I don't think he was in it too much.
I
don't-
really,
think he was in
I
it-
didn't feel that way at all
He had
either.
He
two
might not be.
scenes.
He might not be getting majority of the minutes, but he had the most impact. Is what I'm trying to say.
You think so? I
Yeah.
don't. Maybe on the fans, but I don't think on
Because-
the movie really.
Yeah.
Do you think the best scene
thought
was
that-
his scene?
The best scene in the whole movie would be so. If it's one of his scenes, it's the one where he doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the best scene in the whole movie.
Right at the end.
The best scene in the whole movie. I don't know. I'm a sucker for the spaceship stuff.
Yeah, I know. I
And
can see that too.
this was, I think, the first Star Wars movie to put the camera on the wing of a ship, which was really cool to see. It's hard for me to pinpoint one
The space
scene.
dogfights were cool.
I know. I just kind of liked that whole ending sequence. It's really like
Yeah.
lots of parts of it I really, really just liked. So it's hard for me to pick one. I don't know. I
was also impressed at how her inspirational speech about hope didn't make me throw up in my mouth.
Oh,
It was actually not super cheesy and lame.
no, I really liked it. I thought that was. I actually thought that
I
was
thought
a
it
good
kind of
scene.
came out of nowhere. I don't know.
Although I was like,
Oh.
if they say A New Hope, I'm leaving right now. And they never said it, so that was
They never
good.
said it. They never said
just
it.
said
They just
hope
said we
a bunch of
have
Oh,
hope.
and
Yep.
the what's his name? The guy who acted in
Bail
NYPD
Organa?
Blue.
Oh,
The guy,
what character was he?
the guy that took care of Leia and Luke when they were babies, and then gave
Okay, yeah,
Luke
Bail
away
Organa.
to the right.
Oh,
he
yeah,
made
yeah.
he looks old.
Yeah, same actor.
Yeah,
He's
yes.
a little older.
Yeah. That was pretty funny to see him.
Which I guess makes sense because he's supposed to be
He's
older.
supposed to be
than he's in
older
the
at this
past.
point, yeah, because he first came out in the new trilogy.
Yeah,
So
it's been
Yeah,
like
new trilogy.
25-ish years since that movie. I mean, in game time,
yeah,
not
it
real
makes
world
sense.
time.
Looking pretty well for his age.
So yeah, Star Wars Rogue One.
I
What's the thing?
recommend it. I think it's. I think it's
I recommend it too. I'm glad
Not
I'm
that
the
you're.
only
I mean,
one.
anybody, people who are going to see it or aren't going to see it have already made up their minds. No one's on the
yeah.
edge with this movie.
That's definitely
It's Star Wars. It sells itself.
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah. You either like it or you don't. You're not going to change your mind at this point.
Yep.
And I wouldn't I wouldn't say this movie would either. Like if you hated it, I wouldn't say you got to watch it. It's going to change your mind. It's not.
No,
It's not like better than 4.
If the
Or 5.
if 456 doesn't, if 456 can't change your mind, this one can't change
It
your mind.
might be better than 6. Probably not. The problem with 6 is a lot of it resolves a
just
lot of stuff,
weird.
which is nice.
Yeah,
But it
it's
has
just hard.
Ewoks, which is a big black mark.
Hey, those things are. I'm just kidding. I can't take them seriously.
What do you think about Forrest Whitaker? I thought he
Oh.
was turned into like Darth Vader, which was interesting. But like
Yeah.
he read his lines so dramatically, like I can't run anymore. I'm tired
Yeah.
of running. Get out of here.
I
Just, like,
can
His
definitely-
voice
yeah.
was really
Dramatic.
weird. I was
His
I was
voice
not
was
into
very
it.
strange.
'cause he
I was
Darth
not
just
Vader.
into it
kinda
at all.
Grating a little bit at times, but it definitely
Yeah.
like it was it's impactful in its own way, I suppose.
Sure, it wasn't. It was
I
not
love
bad.
him. I do love him. He's a great actor. I watched King of Scotland. He fucking creeps the shit out of me.
I didn't know he was in that.
He plays a dictator, like an African, one of those African.
Oh, I can
countries.
see. I can picture that.
And he's very fucking evil as shit in that. So I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't fit the Star Wars universe.
Maybe.
And I don't have
Who-
any connection to the character because he plays a character from the Clone Wars
Yeah.
cartoons, right?
I haven't kept up with the CGI Clone Wars cartoon.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Clone Wars, so I can't really.
Yeah, I
say.
didn't even watch the
Because
movie, which was
robots are
considered like the
stupid.
7th movie that came out. technically.
I watched that's the one with Ashoka, right? With Anakin's apprentice. Okay, I watched that movie and it was terrible.
Yeah,
I
heard it was terrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was terrible.
So I watched the first season of that show, and it was, I don't know, like, all the dialogue was bad, but a lot of the action was okay. But I wanted to watch season 2. I just had never got around to it because it introduced some really cool looking bounty hunter characters I wanted to follow up on.
Apparently it got better. I never watched I only watched the I don't know what it was called, but it was the Clone Wars that was like made by the art with the guy who did Samurai Jack. I saw some of those.
Those are fantastic.
Yeah.
They're all on YouTube. It's like one video, like an hour long. Just go and watch all of them.
Yeah, I need to.
It's some of the best Star Wars out there.
I watched like parts of it when it came out on TV when I was younger, but I never watched the CGI one. I know my brother and his friends went to the movie because they actually had some high hopes for it because they loved that show and walked away and they're like,
you know what I don't want to see? More Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, you know what? I'm okay with that. Oh, gosh. But apparently the TV show apparently gets better, like it gets darker. Okay. That's what I heard.
That's good. Because, I mean, the main downfalls to it are cartoonishly silly and childish robots and Gungans and that kind of crap.
Exactly.
I did also watch the first season or the first bunch of episodes of the current show, the Star Wars Rebels, I think it's called.
I've never seen much of it. Is it any good?
It's okay, but it has the problem for me where the main protagonist, the character you follow and have to relate to, is a child, which I can't do that.
Yeah, I understand.
Parts of it are still good though.
But yeah, no, I mean, because I heard about a major plot point that happened in Clone Wars with Ahsoka, and it's like, whoa, okay.
Oh.
Like a pretty dark, not like oh my gosh dark, but like pretty dark for like a children's show.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So it might be worth it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I probably won't take the time, but
yeah, I understand.
I would believe if you told me.
I understand that. Maybe look at Wikipedia page.
Yeah, I'll read the plot synopses in one go.
Exactly.
So yeah, Star Wars Rogue One.
Star Wars.
What was your favorite trailer?
Of Rogue One?
Before Rogue One. Before you sat in to see it, what was your favorite trailer?
I don't even know.
Oh, you mean during the showtime?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Not of Rogue One, but
they actually showed a trailer of Rogue One.
Oh, that's silly.
That's hilarious.
Really that's a wasted slot.
I had to say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
I was gonna say, same here.
Yeah, I mean, I already saw it
we
before
did not
I
get
watched
that.
the movie. Oh, that's too bad. It's actually really funny.
We got a bunch of adverts.
The Mummy actually didn't look as bad as I thought it would.
I didn't see the Mummy one, but
yeah, the trailer was fine.
Oh, did they show the Power Rangers one?
Oh yeah, they showed that.
See that.
I've seen that so many times now.
Like, am I the only one who didn't realize that was a Power Rangers trailer until they said Power Rangers at the end? Because
I watched by a movie poster. I was like, "What is that?"
Because
and I had to look down in the corner where it's like Power Rangers in really small text.
Because the trailer looks like it's like freaking The Breakfast Club meets.
Yes, okay, I saw that trailer. Right.
Yes,
yeah, you're right.
I don't remember what this one show is called, but where everyone finds like a bunch of friends find like the secret stone that gives powers.
Well,
anyway, like that meets The Breakfast Club.
Captain Planet.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, it's Captain Planet meets The Breakfast Club, and then all of a sudden Power Rangers, and I was very confused.
I'm not really feeling it, but I'll probably go watch it because Power Rangers.
I know. I'm gonna kind of wait till reviews come out and then I'll see it probably. I'm gonna wait and see like what if it's okay, I'll probably see it. If it's just like then I won't.
Assassin's Creed is coming out in like 5 days.
I don't know if I'm gonna see that one.
Which one again? I'm sorry.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna wait.
Oh, Bryan Cranston. Is Bryan Cranston gonna be in the Power Rangers movie?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Is he?
I'm very bad at.
Oh,
he was in the old show.
The bad guy?
So I don't know.
I think he's the bad guy.
He played a villain in the old show, so I didn't know if he was making an appearance in the movie or not.
That'd be cool. Yeah. So yeah, but no, Guardians of the Galaxy
with
by
Banks
far.
is awesome.
It's my favorite trailer.
Yeah, I was surprised how good it was. Like, Baby Groot wasn't annoying. Drax is still hilarious.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I can't. I'm actually pretty excited for it. I hope they do. I hope it's good because man, that first one, it's gonna be really hard to top it.
Yeah.
And the Telltale game.
Yep. I'm really scared
when is
about
that supposed to come out?
I don't know if it's anytime soon, is it? Although it could be corresponds with the movie. Not corresponds. With the movie. Whatever the word I'm trying to say is.
Yeah.
So yeah, how was your week? How was your week? Apart from Rogue One.
Basically just WoW and Infra. I think I'm playing WoW wrong, because 4 years ago when I stopped playing WoW, it was because Mists of Pandaria had come out, and I'd hit the point. So Mists of Pandaria has a lot of cool content in it, or not content per se, but a cool things you can acquire, like mounts, you know, like serpent dragon, like ancient, like Asian kind of like flying dragon mounts and that kind of thing. And almost all the cool stuff that I want requires you to become exalted with a bunch of different factions, which requires a lot of grinding of dailies, and it turns the game into a job, and it sucks. I'm in the position right now where I still want those things, and it's easier for me to grind than it was before, because I'm level 110 instead of 90, but it's still kind of ruining my experience, and I should stop, but I still want the thing, so I'm like, oh no, what do I do? So my week was mostly doing boring things in WoW, and I played a little bit of Infra.
Is that done? No. Infra.
No, it's not done yet.
Holy shit! How long is one chapter?
Well, I haven't been playing it that much. Well, it's because I've cut my content back. It's only like in a week, I probably only release about 45 minutes of content now. So
like 3
not
videos.
So far it's been like 3 or 4 videos, yeah. And I haven't played to the end yet either, so I don't know how long it'll end up being. And I don't know if this is the last chapter or not either, but yeah, we'll see. It's on the docket. I'm going to record a bunch more tonight/tomorrow. What about you, Sarah?
So I had like exams this week, so I couldn't make myself play games. I think I already told you guys that I finally got the good ending of one of the routes in Amnesia, so I will be resuming that soon. My plan is actually right now to like finish the whole entire game over break and then release it very slowly in the next coming year. So that, because I found like having it like all at once can be kind of hard for people.
Sure.
So I'm pretty excited for that. But when I was trying to procrastinate from exams, I told myself I couldn't play games, but instead I started watching, I only seen 4 episodes of an anime that someone recommended to me called Ergo Proxy. Not sure if you guys have heard of it before.
It rings a very faint bell.
I think it came out a while ago. It's very, very weird. If you're into like transhuman weird kind of stuff, this is up your alley.
What's it called again?
Ergo Proxy. It's very weird. It's, like I said, it's very transhuman, kind of sort of apocalyptic, dystopian, false utopian kind of thing. It's just very, very weird, and I have those kinds of storylines is like my guilty pleasure. So 4 episodes. Yeah, I basically after the first episode, after it ended, I just kind of looked at the screen going, what the hell just happened? I was just like, what? But it's a weird aesthetic. It's hopefully you don't have autonomophobia, because basically the android people are really freaky looking. And I don't know, it's hard for me to like recommend to people, because I know people who have like tried it said it was like too boring or too slow, because it's kind of like Ghost in a Shell kind of crowd. Although one thing I really like,
I like that.
Yeah, one thing I kind of like about it a little bit over Ghost in the Shell is, I haven't seen too many episodes of Ghost in the Shell, but Ghost in the Shell part of it, they do a lot of, like, philosophy talk, just kind of like, all of a sudden, like, nothing's really happening, they just do that, which isn't a bad thing, but that's just kind of its aesthetic. Ergo Proxy doesn't do that, it just kind of, it almost doesn't explain enough of the world. It's just kind of like, nope, you're gonna jump in and, sorry, this is the world.
I think you'd like, Psychopaths.
Yes, that's another one that's been recommended to me. And one that
I keep hearing that's really good.
Yeah, I've heard
I watched
really,
the first
really
season. It's very good. I haven't watched the second.
Yeah,
I haven't heard much about it.
Yeah, I need to. That's another one I need to put on my list, because that one's also been recommended to me. But yeah, so it's weird. It's definitely weird. I would say if you kind of like Ghost in the Shell, and maybe I don't want to say Evangelion. It's not anything like Evangelion, but when I think of weird and creepy, I think Evangelion Paranoia Agent.
I say Evangelion, I think.
I don't know which one it is. I think of Evangelize, and so that's why I say Evangelion. I don't know which one's right. Evangelion, whatever. Whichever way you pronounce it, we don't judge. You might hey. It might be of interest. I don't know. It's definitely weird. I'll let you know when I watch more.
Is it currently airing, or is it done?
No, it's no. I think it aired in like 2005. It's pretty old.
Okay.
The animation style though is pretty good. Like it's not it ages pretty well. So animation and art are pretty good. For some reason the main character who's a female looks like an alien compared to the rest of the people. That's okay. She's got like these weird blue eyeshadow that she just always has around her eyes. I think she just doesn't know how to put on makeup. I don't know. Anyway, so unfortunately that's all my week has been. And Rogue One.
You have next week off?
I'm sorry?
You have like vacation next week?
Yes.
Nice.
So, and I brought my desktop home, so ooh.
Nice.
Sure.
Okay, my week. Rogue One. Played more Watch Dogs 2, and it's starting to reach the point. I'm like 20 hours, 25 hours in, and it's reaching the point of it's getting very repetitive.
Are you near the end? Like I would have guessed that game's like 25 hours, 30 hours long.
I think
Depends on how many side missions he's doing.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna finish it at 30-ish.
Okay.
So the thing is, there was this string of side quests, and it used the same mechanics, but it kind of changed it up a bit. So instead of infiltrating in an already occupied zone of like baddies and shit, I was already there planning an ambush. So I needed to like use the environment to my advantage and I plan an ambush and stuff. So I thought that was really fun, but it was just like 5 quests, 5 missions, and it's just like a side quest thing. And after that, I went back to the usual infiltrating things. I don't know. It's just starting to get a bit more repetitive now, but it's still kind of it's a good game still. I also finished Tales from the Borderlands. Played it with my girlfriend.
Oh, I forgot you were playing that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I recorded all 5 chapters already. I just finished the last chapter
great.
like yesterday night, and
Nice.
I'll definitely watch that.
so I went in with really high expectations because it's Foe's favorite Telltale game.
It's not my favorite. Wolf Among Us is my favorite.
Yeah. So
Fair
Wolf
enough.
Among Us was my favorite too. And I have to say, I'm not so sure if that's the case anymore.
Oh, so you liked it a lot.
A lot.
Oh, okay.
It's really fucking good.
The QTEs are amazing.
Oh, yeah, especially the NQTEs.
The last couple, yeah.
And I love...
I like the one with the finger guns one was my favorite. But then the final like mecha fighting one's pretty cool too.
And the freaking mech fighting one was like a nod to like, you know, the Power Rangers Voltron thing.
Everything,
Which is
yeah.
really
The
freaking cool
moves.
because I love Power Rangers and Voltron. And
Yeah.
and the characters were like so... It was just so adorable, and the relationships were like... They gave it enough time and enough, you know, screen time and stuff to let it develop and stuff. Although you have a certain amount of control. And I felt that I had more control over this game compared to the other Telltale games. I don't know why. I'm not sure why. And I do like the dynamic of playing 2 characters. Basically,
Yeah, I do like that a lot too.
you play the girl and the guy, both very different type of characters, but you basically play 2 characters, and I don't know. I think it's their best game.
That's cool. I've never played any Borderlands games, so that's why like I didn't really pick it up because I was like,
Yeah, you don't need to.
Oh, okay,
Because,
okay, it's just
because
good on
when
its
I
own?
play Borderlands, I never really connect much to the story. The story is
Okay.
just there as an excuse for me
Yeah,
to kill
that's
and
true.
loot and grind.
Oh, okay.
It's really awkward when Borderlands tries to have emotional moments because like I have
Yeah.
no connection to the characters.
I
Okay.
just mowed down
Well,
like
that's cool,
100 bandits. It's not like
Yeah.
I'm a very emotional creature in this game. The thing is, the
it's
Tales
pretty
from the
good, yeah.
Borderlands has a very interesting story, and the characters are all just really well written. The dialogue's all great and everything.
And you got
damn good.
Patrick Warburton. Patrick Warburton.
Who's that?
So awesome. Hey Peter, can you get me an Peter?
Chris Hardwick was
Oh yeah,
born.
Chris Hardwick.
I did not
He
know
was fine.
that. So yeah, great voice acting, great writing, great characters, great story. It's just really good, and the QTEs are really good, which is very weird to say, but they are.
Which is an odd statement, yeah.
That
Yeah,
is very
but
strange.
But they're
I'm-
fun.
Now
They're
I'm
fun to
curious
do.
because
Yeah.
I've never heard of a QTE that was fun.
and I did like that finger gun thing.
Yeah.
It was
that's
weird.
the
I
best.
was like,
It's
what the
it's
fuck is happening here? But it was really quite fun
Because
to do.
like they set it up. They set it up like way in advance too, and then
Yeah.
it's like this huge callback, and it's fantastic.
I love it. I fucking love it. It's a damn good game, and to me, it's their best game so far.
Well, I'm very glad you liked it a lot.
And I'm very excited for Guardians of the Galaxy now because it's sort of in that same vein. Because Tales from the Borderlands was really funny. It was a really funny game.
Good.
Great humor.
Good. I'm glad.
So I'm really looking forward to Guardians of the Galaxy because it's in that same vein, space humor thing.
Right.
Yep.
So
Makes sense.
yeah, sci-fi humor. Go and freaking play Tales from the Borderlands. So good. Are you guys excited for Walking Dead Season 3? I don't think I'll be playing it.
Not really.
I didn't
it's
even
on
finish
sale or
Season
something.
2, so probably not.
Yeah,
I played Season 2.
I did not like Season 2 at all.
I didn't finish it yet.
I
need to,
liked
but
Season 2 well enough.
you're
I mean,
right.
it was an
The
okay
problem is,
game, but if you compare it to
if-
the first one,
If Season 3 was immediately following Season 2, I'd be like, I'd be on board. But because it's so many years afterwards, I don't care anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
well, and that's the problem is it sounds, and it also, I think they announced that, like, your decisions really don't, it's going to be, like, its own, like, new thing, so it's a fresh start.
Not that they ever really mattered, but I was curious to see how they resolved the really effed up situation it ended up being in, and now I'll just never know. 'Cause they're
Right.
like, it's too hard. We can't write our way
because
out of
Season
that.
2 was right after Season 1, was pretty close,
Well,
right?
it was a few
Yeah,
years
isn't-
after, wasn't it?
I don't know.
One
Oh,
or
maybe it
two,
wasn't. Maybe it
because
wasn't.
Clem was she was pretty young at the time still.
Yeah, I couldn't remember how old she
the-
was.
Like, if time had passed, the situation hadn't changed much.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like it could very easily have been immediately afterwards, or a little
I think
longer.
it may have just not been any more than a year. I think I'm just confusing with, like, because I
Because it
saw...
starts-
Yeah.
She only has one person with her, right? Instead of the two that you would expect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I just...
So
Right.
yeah. I probably won't get that, but I'm excited for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
But I'll
yeah.
probably still wait for like the full thing to come out first.
What's the graphical style of Guardians? Do we know yet?
I don't know if we've seen
I
anything
think they're
yet.
gonna use the same engine with the Batman game. I hope because
Okay.
Tales from
I
the
hope they
Borderlands
improve it then.
because Tales from the Borderlands is using the old engine and there was quite a few like glitches and like graphical funny weird things that was happening.
There's
It's
a
like-
lot in Batman as well, so I hope
Seriously?
they fix it. yeah.
They are using a new engine though. What? How?
Yeah, it doesn't show because there's a lot of like because my brother and I record it for Baby Hands, and the first time we tried to play it crashed.
Oh.
And
Oh, man.
after that, I mean, it worked after that. I forget what you had to do, but it worked after that. But it was super weird. And then like there's times where like it freezes, and you're like, oh gosh, please don't crash, please don't crash. It hasn't crashed since, but you're just like. Just like different things freeze and then all of a sudden jumble, and so it's not. They need to fix it if that's the case. The look of Batman's good, like the graphic art they use. It's kind of it's not comic book style. It's a little bit more realistic, but kind of in that vein. So it's kind of got that graphic novel look to it. But
Yeah.
they're gonna need to fix some things.
Are there only writers working there? Like where are the technical?
Kinda.
people?
I feel like that at times, to be honest.
What else did I do? Tales from the Borderlands, Watch Dogs 2. I watched Justice League Gods and Monsters. The one where it's like an alternate reality. Batman is like a vampire. Superman is like wearing that
Oh.
black
I've seen the
jacket
trailers
with
for
a
that.
goatee
Is it
and
any
shit.
good?
It's
How was
okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Those animated
pass.
movies are usually usually okay.
That's what I thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, DC ones are really good though most of the time.
Yeah.
Usually DC
This
does
one is
well in
not
their
up to
animated
par.
stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Usually DC does well with animated stuff, but
The animated
I
movies are
still
way
watch it
better
at
than
least?
Marvel stuff.
Or should I just avoid it?
yeah.
Yeah, I avoid it.
Okay.
I felt it was a waste of time.
Got it.
And
Yeah, I'll do that.
And the big thing to me, I know Rogue One is everybody's big thing, but to me, this was the big thing. I watched an anime called Kimi no Nawa, and
Oh, yeah.
call Your Name is basically your name. What's your name, Kimi no Nawa? It is my favorite movie of 2016, and it's
Oh
not
my
even
goodness.
fucking close. It is not close. Like Rogue
Oh,
One
wow.
takes a huge backseat to this.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say Rogue One's my favorite. I don't know what my favorite is though.
There was a
I don't
lot
know,
of
I'd have
shit
to-
movies this year. Batman vs Superman,
were.
Suicide Squad. Wasn't there?
I didn't see Batman.
Wasn't there-
I didn't see
Suicide
any of
Squad
those.
was so bad.
Was it Captain America this year?
No. Wait,
Captain
Civil
America
War?
versus Iron Man?
Was Civil War
Captain
this
America
year?
Civil War.
Oh, maybe
Civil
Civil
War?
War was this year. I don't remember.
Civil War is definitely this year.
I mean, technically it's an
That's okay.
Avengers movie, but whatever.
Deadpool was fine.
Deadpool was
Deadpool
fine.
was okay.
It was fun.
Kimi no
It
Na
wasn't
wa.
like
thoroughly
amazing.
enjoyed it.
But Kimi no
Go
Na wa,
and freaking
it's
watch
good.
it.
Okay.
It's coming out
'Cause-
next year in the States. Right now, they're just doing
Okay.
a very limited run because they want to qualify for Oscars.
Got it.
So it's
Okay.
like showing in one place in LA or something. And
Okay.
I see.
go and watch the Japanese version with English subs. Do not watch the English one because I watched a trailer of it and it's so bad. It's like
Is it bad? Okay.
it doesn't match the quality at all. So you will be it will be a bad experience if you watch the English version. Seriously, I don't understand.
Yeah,
Is it
Kung Fu
because they
Hustle's
lack
the
a
same
budget
way.
or something?
I don't know, because sometimes they do pretty
It's
well,
not-
and sometimes
It's
they
not
just...
like Americans have bad
It
voice
depends on the
actors.
budget.
American
Because,
cartoons have good voice
the Ghibli
acting.
movies have good voice actors.
Yeah,
to save a budget.
exactly.
I think.
I think it's maybe the budget thing. It's probably
It
the
must
budget
be.
thing.
Which is too
So
bad.
the story is basically a boy who lives in Tokyo and a girl who lives in like a rural village kind of place.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple of hours away from Tokyo because their trains are like fucking light speed and shit. They started to body swap.
Oh, no.
And then they started to, have feelings for each other from that way because they are experiencing each other's lives through their eyes, literally, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
and then there's like, oh man, it's so fucking emotional. You will love the characters, you will root for the characters, you will relate to the characters, and the music is amazing. The music is so fucking good. It's so damn good, the music. And
Cool.
the animations is so fucking beautiful. It's like freaking hand-drawn shit, not your
Oh, wow.
CG bullshit. So it's really detailed and it's really gorgeous, and the colors, especially in the rural parts of Japan, is like very green, and the water is really is so freaking beautiful. My god. And there is nothing that I did not like about the movie. Not one
Cool.
single thing. It is the best movie. Yeah. And and it's really funny too. And it's not as quirky or weird as most animes. So I think
Sure.
someone who doesn't really watch animes can enjoy this as well.
Okay.
But if you
that's cool.
really love anime, this is a no-brainer. So yeah, it's so fucking good.
I'll have to definitely check it out. Because, I mean, I remember when I first heard about it, like, I didn't even know that was the story. Like, because it was couched in a, like, coming-of-age, typical anime high school drama thing. And so I was like, why is this getting so many, like, whatever, this is the same old thing. But now it sounds like freaking Remember 11 kind of plot twists.
It's really memorable, and it's just from start to finish, it's freaking emotional, and it does that like funny, happy, sad movements of emotions very seamlessly,
Okay.
unlike
That's
like most American rom-coms. It's like, always happy, 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 fucking sad, everybody dies, happy, happy, happy.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It feels kind of weird.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is
Yep.
very seamless, and it's like, oh fuck me, so damn good. I was not expecting it at all. I was
Yeah.
not expecting this at all.
Oh, jeez.
And,
Oh, great.
Yeah, go and freaking watch it. It's damn good. Kimi no Nawa, or Your Name. Hopefully you guys get it. Hopefully you guys have an option for like the Japanese version, because it's seriously way better.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure
mean,
how the
It'll be online, I'm sure. I mean, I'd love to give
Yeah.
it money, but but you know.
and the director of this movie, Makoto Shinkai, also wrote the novel. So yeah,
Nice.
and apparently this is like his style. He tells like romance stories in it's like a fantasy twist kind of stuff and all that.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch his other movies now.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently he's made quite a few, and it's also really good. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's it from me. You
cool.
guys want to get in some news?
Let's get in some news. I don't know why I did that. Sorry.
Was it some gangster sign?
I guess so, yeah. Shh, don't tell anybody.
First thing, not really news, but The Last Guardian. I was reading some stuff about The Last Guardian, and apparently there's some pretty bad stuff about that game.
Oh, that's too bad.
I mean, from the bits I've seen, it looked bad, but I thought it had a pretty positive
Yeah.
opinion in the public.
I
Exactly.
thought it did too.
There's a lot of good reviews, but the reviews are basically saying, I don't know how to say this. It's more like, oh, this game is like...
last week, it sounded really buggy, or just difficult. Deliberately difficult. So it was hard to tell if it was buggy or not.
Exactly.
Right,
The dog butt thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't listen to you, and people don't know if it's deliberate by the devs or it's buggy.
That's what I was saying last week.
Exactly. And it's like... But there are certain bugs, like you just fall off the dog butt sometimes.
Oh, jeez.
You're deaf. So...
Oh, no.
And the thing is, there are a lot of defenders because these multi-million companies need people like us to defend them for some fucking reason.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They were like, no, it's deliberate, it's for the story and all that. But it's like still shitty game design though.
Well, it's just it could be seen as not fun. I'm probably still gonna play it because I became obsessed with Ico and Shadow of the Colossus.
They say the story is good.
Okay, I mean, I'm still
I didn't know there was a story.
Yeah, it's more like, like Ico
and
all
about character
Ico and Shadow of the Colossus kind of thing.
I mean, okay. I see both of those as like character and story, but like story isn't explicitly stated. That's kind of what I figured this was gonna be. So we'll see. I'm still probably gonna play it, and either I will probably be like, it was okay, because I'll probably just want to like it. So don't listen to me. I'm just gonna play it.
And something that I totally forgot to mention last week. I'm super excited for this. Capcom announced a couple of weeks ago Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck? I was not expecting it at all. There were rumors and shit, but I'm excited because it's my favorite fighting game. I played all of it, the first 3, and it was great. Especially number 3 is like my favorite fighting game of all time. And even though I'm not good at it, it's just really fun to play because it's like a button mash and shit. I'm excited, but I'm also very afraid now because of the shit that they pull with Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Street Fighter V launched as a full retail $60 game. And when you buy it and you play it, you will see certain modes and menu options grayed out. Because it was not in the game yet. So they literally sold early access. So I'm thinking now is the best case scenario for Marvel vs. Capcom something like 2 characters at the beginning. Each character will be a $10 DLC. I maybe need to wait 6 months before I can access the options menu to change my resolution settings or some fucking shit like that. I'm so freaking... Fuck you, Capcom. And apparently they're gonna I think they're developing all this in-house. They're not getting anyone else to do it for them at all. So I'm kind of... But, and it's coming off for PC, which is cool. It's coming off for PC. Because they know every motherfucker is gullible for their games and they'll buy it regardless. And they also announced Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Ultimate Edition they're gonna re-release it. PS4 already got it and PC is gonna get it in March. So that's cool. If you like fighting games, it's fucking good. And there's a lot of changes from the formula. So I think instead of a 3-man team now, it's 2. And all the usual assists and stuff is no longer there. I don't know. A lot of people are not really hyped about it because too many changes to things that didn't need to be changing. So yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom is a thing. Resident Evil 7 in the UK, the collector's edition, won't come with a game.
That's a trend, isn't it?
It is.
Why? I don't understand.
It costs...
I know people who buy a collector's edition also just buy the game anyway. They're the whales.
It costs £100, which is like $125
$150.
Yeah, around
$125 now? Okay.
Holy shit. No game. And apparently this is a UK thing. So the collector's edition everywhere else comes with a game.
Wow. Don't, if you're in UK, don't buy the collector's edition so that maybe they won't pull this crap again. Because they'll do it if enough people will buy it. Then it's like, oh, we're making money while saving money.
And it's exclusive to Game, which is the biggest retailer over in the UK for video games. Game. So that's really fucking dumb. Talking about video game retailers, Do you guys know? I'm sure you do. An organization called Autism Speaks.
Yes. Oh gosh.
I think so.
Yeah, I do.
They are technically one of those like charity NGOs
Yeah.
that's for autism, like they support. But apparently to them, autism is like a disease and shit. I mean,
yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
Sarah knows a lot
Yep.
about it.
Oh yes.
Can you just give us like a short?
Yeah, I can give. Yeah. So Autism Speaks. There's tons of controversy about it because it's one of the biggest, well-known organizations about autism. The problem is that over the years, there's been a lot of controversy because the people who are like running the organization, this may have changed in recent months, I'm not sure, but basically like none of them were people with autism or were on the spectrum at all. It also does more, the problem is that they talk about it's for autism, but it's actually kind of more for like parents who have children with autism, which
I think they're also anti-vaxxers, I believe.
they might be. That part I don't really know about. I do know one of the controversies is they do fund research to find a cure for autism. Exactly. So that's why, and that's like, and so that which is just not, and they're just overall the members have been known to not be supportive of
People on the
autistic
spectrum.
people,
Yeah.
people on the spectrum, and stuff like that. And so but it's also one of like the most well-known organizations, and so a lot of other autistic organizations have been doing a lot of pushback against them because of this issue. So yeah, I don't support them. Let's just put it
So
that way.
guess why I brought them up?
Why? I'm curious.
There's a major sponsor that's a game retailer. Guess who?
GameStop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GameStop is a major sponsor for Autism Speaks.
Oh no. GameStop, no. Ah.
They're the biggest, right? In America, they are the biggest. It's like
Talking about Autism
everywhere.
Speaks?
Like
Or GameStop.
I know GameStop, yeah. Like every Starbucks, there's a GameStop next to it or something.
I mean, I feel like they've gone
Pretty
down
much.
in years. I don't know. I feel
Yeah.
that way. I feel like
I feel that way too.
I feel like they've kind of gone down in years. Because I used to get stuff from there, but now it's just that they're I think their used game market is still pretty big. Is the only reason they're holding on, to be honest. But yeah, ugh, darn it.
So yeah. Do what you will with that information.
Yeah, do what you will with that information, I guess.
So next piece of news, Modern Warfare, that Modern Warfare remastered that came out with the latest Call of Duty game, which I cannot remember it came out together with the latest Call of Duty game. I can't remember. So basically,
Okay.
Modern Warfare
Same
remastered,
to
the
me.
first Modern Warfare, which was remastered. They just added microtransactions in the game. So yeah. I mean, of course, it's not surprising.
course.
It's just still. Oh well.
I was super bummed. For some reason at work on the desk next to me, there was a packet of not Attack on Titan. What's the game where you play with the Titans? Titanfall, right?
yeah.
I mean, Titanfall is a game.
Titan,
the
Attack on
first person
Titanfall.
shooter, the one with the grappling hook and stuff, you can double
Yeah,
jump.
yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a bunch of packets. They're like Titanfall 2. I was like, ooh, what is this? Like a free demo key or something? Apparently, my coworker had gone to like some restaurant and they had just given him a stack of these, and it was just like a skin and a game mode, like a Coliseum game mode. It's like, oh man, not only is it not what I want, but it also makes me think less of the game. So you have to unlock a game mode? Like, oh, that's bullshit.
Interesting.
Joys of joys.
What if people don't have the key
Yeah.
then?
Yeah.
You can probably buy it for money, like $1 or something.
Well,
I assume.
they did say that maps and like modes and stuff are not for sale. It's like free. Then what's the point of that?
But yeah, what is the point of that? Maybe they're free and it's just to get people to play the game. Like, I got this for free. I should play it now. It's
Maybe.
like, it could be,
Maybe.
but it would work a little bit.
That's the sad part, is it will.
So, next piece of news is talking about a very fucking old game. Fable, as in the first Fable.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah. So, you know, Lionhead Studios and stuff. Apparently there was a troll that managed to get some screenshots of the game that was not supposed to go public because it's a fun. It's just something that the dev teams were making, and it was totally not for public because some of the screenshots were showing like the hero killing kids and shit.
Oh jeez.
Maybe they were just trying to test like the wireframe, or I don't know. Anyways, the troll then, which was a 16-year-old kid back then in like 2001, 2002. He said, "Give me money or something." He was blackmailing them basically. If not, these photos will go up. Blah blah blah. But he was very stupid because he did this on the Lionhead forums. So then the dev team, without consulting lawyers or anything, the dev team found out where he lived. Okay? Got all of his information. And apparently this kid, I'm not sure for an assignment or something, he had to write a poem. Managed to get the poem. And then posted the poem, on the forums. And they posted a picture of a landmark where he lived. And they were like, don't do this.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The dev team basically doxed the kid. And
That's hilarious and terrible.
Yeah,
and
pretty much is how I feel.
And then the kid, was terrified and all that. And they were just like, don't put these pictures out.
Oh no. Repercussions for my actions. Oh.
Don't put these pictures out. If not, we'll tell your mom. Is seriously what they say to the kid.
Oh my gosh. I'm honestly rather surprised they didn't get any lashback from that. Like, there's a lot of
I'm surprised
legal...
they weren't like fired or something.
That's a lot of legal ramifications with that. Simply because
the lawyers were
like,
pissed.
Yeah, I bet they were.
But they only found out after the fact, so...
Yeah, and to be fair, it's not like the kid was smart enough to try to... Because he probably could have sued them for that. And may have even won some money for it because
But
he's
then he would have
civilian.
had to admit what he did, which he would never do.
Maybe, that's the thing, is he wouldn't be willing to do that.
I
Wow.
just thought it was kind of funny.
It is kind of funny, it's awful,
kind of funny
and
is
kind
accurate.
of funny.
So yeah, they traced the IP address and stuff like that. So yeah.
Man, they were vindictive.
So after all this, the boy was then very polite to them, apparently.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
And so yeah, that was a story about developers doxing kids.
Always a good time.
So next piece of news. 2 more pieces of news. Okay, let's talk about this one first. AMD just announced their latest CPU. It's called Ryzen. They did like a...
What company? Sorry.
AMD.
The graphic press, yeah.
Yeah.
I
So they have a CPU division as well. And they so currently before it was announced, it was codename Zen. So then the name now is called Ryzen, which is really fucking dumb. So whatever. So naming conventions don't matter if it's a good product. So apparently from the benchmarks, it's like a very good product. So it was beating like Intel's i7s and i7 6600s and the K versions and shit like that. And
Cool.
and it has a very low TDP. And when it's AMD, we all assume it's gonna be like a cheaper version. So if this, I think they're gonna release it Q1 of 2017, and the CEO did say that it's on schedule. So if this does what it says it does, at this TDP and everything, and at a pretty good price point, Intel has just got a very, very good competitor.
Yeah.
Which is cool for us. So
Yes,
it's a good
yes,
thing.
it is. This is a good thing.
Because right now, Intel is like the number one most recommended
Yeah.
CPUs.
Yeah.
I've
That's
never
what I
seen...
have.
Because I always go to our Build a PC, where people recommend builds. I've never seen an AMD processor recommended before.
I've never
Not
seen
once.
it. No, it's funny because I know my brother built his PC. He got an AMD like graphics card, and but it was on sale when he got it, so that's why he got it. But I remember like he kind of got some flack for it because everyone goes to Nvidia. And so it's
AMD
just
graphics cards tend to be pretty good for the price
They're pretty
point,
good.
but their
Yeah,
CPUs
yeah.
have always been very
Just,
bad compared to Intel.
Okay.
And I guess that is why now Intel can charge whatever they want. So
right, monopoly.
So people were speculating the prices is gonna be like maybe less than $200 and shit. For
Yeah,
they will have like
yeah.
different versions of CPUs.
Yeah, if AMD is smart, they won't overcharge it, because then they'll get lots of people who are willing to give it a try, and then Intel's gonna have no choice but to have to do something about it. Hope, at least.
And right at the end, they teased the Vega GPU, which is gonna be their new line. I think it's their high end, because they recently came out with the RX 480, and that is a sub $200 card, which is a very good performance for $200. And they came out and teased the new Vega GPU, and it looks really good. It was it was crushing basically everything. So yeah, it's a good thing. And AMD stocks are going up and stuff because of all this. I watched the live stream. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I watch a gaming, or because AMD's like this, even for the CPU, they were pushing it towards more like gaming. So whenever I watch a gaming event, I just feel very cringy inside throughout.
There's a lot of pandering.
I could see that. I probably would
It's
too.
like, oh, guess who hosted it?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
It's the same guy that makes that game advertisements 2016, Jeff Keighley. Mr. Dorito Mountain Dew guy.
Oh, that makes sense. That's appropriate.
Yeah, I guess. So
Darn it.
so the guy who basically hosts and creates the Game Awards hosted the AMD live stream for their
Darn
new
it.
CPU, and they were like, they were showing off like esports streamers, because apparently I did not know this, high end Twitch streamers or whatever play their game on one PC and then feed it into a separate PC to stream, so that their CPU is not. I did not know that. I thought they were just like running off the same CPU.
No, yeah, I did know. I know definitely for recording, that's a common, not a common, but for high end, that's a common practice. So I'm not surprised. Yeah.
So yeah, they were basically saying with this CPU you don't need to do it, and you can just stream it from the same, because it's good enough. And
Nice.
I don't know, it just feel very cringy, like the esports
Yeah.
people. I don't know, it's just just felt weird.
I understand. I don't watch many of those kinds of events, but I probably would also feel just as cringy. It's one of those things where, like, I hate to use the term fake gamer because of the implications are just so stupid, but it's kind of how I sometimes feel. It's like, okay, you don't really care, I don't think, or you're trying to pretend, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I tend to feel, so I totally feel that.
So and they were trying to demo with I believe Star Wars Battlefront, and the woman that was standing at the PC had to wait like 2 minutes before getting into game, and everybody was like in an awkward silence kind of thing. It's really funny.
Oh gosh.
It's quite near the end. I think you can fast forward to like the last 15 minutes to see that. It's really fucking funny. I don't know why. Anyways, so AMD, yeah, good product, shitty live stream. So yeah, next piece of news, which is the last thing. It's about Crytek, the people who creates that super crazy engine and that super crazy looking demo that they always call a game Crisis. They have not been paying their employees for the past 2 months.
That's just...
So that sucks.
Yeah.
And this is not the first time.
Great.
I think they did this 2 years ago, I believe, 2014. So they're having money issues, and a couple of the employees are trying to raise money to take legal action against Crytek.
Good. They should.
So yeah. So basically, employees have are still not paid their September salary. September, yeah.
It's so gross.
Yep. And apparently the management and the higher-ups, the executives, are not saying anything to the employees.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's fucking sad.
Yes, it is.
Okay. That's it from me.
All right. I don't think I have anything here, so...
Yeah. I'm I had no time to pay attention. This week's was really crazy than normal. So I
Yeah,
didn't pay attention to news
same
at all.
here.
And next week is gonna be our last episode of the year.
Yes.
Oh my
And
goodness.
it's gonna be our special, I guess, end of the year, game of the year, that type thing.
Pair.
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah. So
It's gonna be great.
good place to wrap up.
Good place to wrap up.
Yeah, I think so.
So guys, tell self-promotion time, which
Yeah, I
is the
guess
whole reason why we do this. Just for
It's true.
Yeah.
Give me that 2,200K, whatever.
We
Anyway,
don't give a shit. Self-promotion all the time.
You can find me as Sarahscopic, Sarahscopic. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. Look me up.
I'm on YouTube as Foehamner.
That was
That's
fast.
it. Yep. I don't like self promotion. I'm not against it. I don't like doing it rather.
Oh, I'm like, I feel vain. I'm like, oh, I got this long thing going on. He's like, oh, I feel uncomfortable.
And I'm Pupunoob.
I haven't logged into Twitter in a week, so like no
Oh.
point to promote.
Don't you have it on your phone?
No.
Oh. I only do Twitter on my phone.
Yeah, most of the time. And I'm Pupunoob, P-U-P-U-N-O-B. Give me all your money. Yeah, Patreon, PayPal, everything. I don't have a Patreon, just saying.
I don't have a Patreon either.
So yeah, give me all your money. 200K a month. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but to me, YouTubers, even the more mature looking ones, tend to be a bit, I don't know, like, even Total Biscuit, where he makes very mature comments and criticisms about games, but whenever somebody gives feedback, regardless if it's a good feedback or not, he basically takes it as a personal attack. I don't know why YouTubers are all like that.
I think
Well,
I think it's
I
just
guess technically not all, but you know what I mean.
no. I think that's just the nature of the kind of personalities who get drawn
Or like
to
put
YouTube.
up a wall. Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
just to say, I mean, I think it's there's kind of an artistic, vulnerability of being on YouTube, and so I think a lot of the people who are kind of drawn to it are those kind of vulnerable artistic types, and so like any kind of criticism is like, oh my gosh, my whole entire life that's revolved around this is crumbling. You know what I mean? So that's what I would see. And also, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the high number of YouTubers that may have high levels of anxiety, so that might have something to do with it too.
Maybe they just don't appreciate it. They
Oh, yeah.
get people telling them to kill themselves all day, and that's when you know you made it. When people tell you
Yep.
to kill yourself. Nobody told me to kill myself yet, so I've not made it yet. Please tell me to kill
I'll
myself in the comments below.
Yeah, I'll know I've made it.
And
when
on
I get
Twitter,
rape
@Pupunoob.
threats.
I'll like and retweet you. So yeah, that was my self promo, I guess. Okay, this was episode 79 of the playonultra podcast. We will see you next week for our last episode, episode 80. Holy fuck! After 80 of this, I still don't know how to do a proper intro and a proper outro. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.